we were introduced to a number of people in Indianapolis who were interested in growing what's called the music economy. So music is one of those sectors in a city that often doesn't get recognized for its economic, cultural, and social value. So we work with cities around the world to help them recognize that through policy, through adding up how much it's worth, through finding out where everything is and building a bit more of what we would call an ecosystem around that. So the first step to do that is to get everyone together in what we call a kind of a big town hall meeting. So through MOKB Presents and the Hi-Fi Club, they're bringing us to Indianapolis. We brought a couple speakers from the UK as well as from Atlanta, Denver, and Memphis, and a number of people here from Indianapolis to talk about what needs to happen here, so that when we start work, we will have the support from the community and a bit more of a guide of what to do that's important for Indianapolis, because every single city is different.
The music industry is changing, and you're seeing definitely a widening of the market and in the variety of music that you can access, including in a city like Indianapolis. And that's all really exciting because music impacts a city like few other things, and it also goes a long way in helping us retain talent, especially young talent, and then attract new from the outside. Indianapolis actually has some really critical musical assets if you look at our history. So you think about the jazz scene in the 40s and 50s and 60s, much of it was centered around Indiana Avenue. We're less than an hour's drive from one of the best music programs in the world at the Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University in Bloomington. And so if there's a way that we could better leverage these things that do exist, we think that we could be a lot more effective in putting Indianapolis on the map as a music city, because we have many of those assets. Very recently, our growing hip-hop scene, which has a lot of ties to jazz, is really, really exciting. And so we need to do a better job of telling this story, but we also need to do a better job of connecting the pieces of who we already are, to different industries. And I think a lot of our speakers and subject matter experts coming through town are going to help us do that.